Welcome back to another Friday coffee break. I've already talked about one other episode. I talked about a problem that I have with procrastination. But there is another problem that I struggle with, I just want to lay this out there and be honest. This is a problem that I struggle with regard to how I do my job. And I think that it is a problem that is pervasive. I see it everywhere. Once you acknowledge something, you tend to see it all the time. And that problem for me is inconsistency. When I first came to Fulton and I was in the health science SLC and I was trying to figure out what all happens, how things are done, it was totally different from the school that I came from. And I sort of acted like I was on my own little island with the health science SLC, and that the decisions that I made for my students didn't impact anything going on with other students in other SLCs. And I could not have been any more wrong, because if I've got, let's say, an English class and it has health science students, FulCom students, and Skill Pro students in it, and a Skill Pro student and a health science student got into trouble together by not coordinating with the other SLC administrator, those two students might get very different results when it comes time for any type of disciplinary action. And students pick up on that. They pick up on that quickly. But not only that, but teachers pick up on that. And so this inconsistency between SLCs became a problem. In addition, I was hesitant to pull the trigger in some instances. And so rather than assign an out-of-school suspension, for instance, I might assign RLC, because I was trying to err on the side of caution or err on the side of grace or whatever. But then the next time the same issue came into my office with another student, I might give a totally different result, because I was being absolutely inconsistent with what was going on. And I have to tell you that inconsistency is a killer. It's not just a problem, it is a killer. And we are seeing that right now in a few different ways, and I'm just going to take ownership of my part of that. We still have, in my opinion, a major dress code problem. We have students who are continually wearing their hoods. We have students that are wearing other types of head coverings that are simply not allowed according to Knox County Schools dress code policy. We have students that are in the wrong SLC colors. If they're FulCom, they're wearing a gray sweatshirt instead of black. We have students that are not in dress code at all, wearing something that's red or pink or yellow or whatever. And I see these kids in the hallway. Sometimes their masks are up, sometimes their masks are down, sometimes their masks are not present. And there are days when I feel like that's going to be my hill to die on, and I start telling kids, take your hood off, pull your mask up, take that hat off, whatever. And then there are days that I stand in the hallway and I think, I don't understand what I'm trying to accomplish here. Because as soon as they walk away from me, they go right back to what they were doing before. It's a killer. I admit it is a killer. And it's also a killer in the classroom. If you're sending one kid to the office over a cell phone issue, but another kid has been doing the same thing in another part of the class and didn't get sent to the office, Kids know that. They absolutely know that. If you send one or two kids to the office because they arrived to your class late and they need a note from somebody, but other kids get in free of charge, kids know that. They watch that. They take note of that. If you are telling kids you're going to give them 3 minutes to do a warm-up, but you don't set a timer, and so it takes 8 minutes to do the warm-up, the kids notice that. They don't have to pay attention to your clock anymore because you're just going to wait. Inconsistencies. And inconsistency is a killer. I am trying to do what I can within me to be more consistent with what I'm doing with students at our school. It is a battle. It is a work in progress, and I may never succeed. But I will never stop trying. Because as the old saying goes, all you can do is all you can do. But all you can do is enough. The question is, are we doing all we can do? We'll see you next Friday.